Hey there, it's Dr. Crypto here. I hope you're all doing well. What an eventful week we've had so far. We've had Cronos and we've had MicroStrategy and we've had news about BlackRock, but unfortunately we've had very boring sideways action in terms of Bitcoin, and the people are starting to get a little bit frustrated and a little bit angry because they want Bitcoin to get to that $50,000. And basically all we're doing is chopping around, not doing anything very exciting, because at the moment, the market cap, we're sitting at 1.64 trillion. The other day it was about 1.65 trillion, and we're still sitting at that 42,925, and again, we're starting to get people saying, well, I want it to drop down into the 30s, and then obviously we want people who want it get up to the 50s. At the moment, it's just chopping around, and it's just a little bit of uncertainty, I think, with a lot of people, because obviously, you've got like Grayscale coming and been dumping on the markets, and other negative type of news have been coming out, with Janet Yellen about stable coins, but it's all the same kind of news at the moment. But obviously, people have just been very, very cautious with the crypto market at the moment, because like I said, people expected it to drop down, but when people expect it to drop down, what does Bitcoin do? What does cryptos do? They end up pumping. But at the moment, it's just sideways action. We're not really too sure what's really going to happen at the moment, because we're just chopping around in this. This is on the Bitcoin daily. We're just chopping around, really, in this sideways channel. We're not going, it's just choppy, really. We've got this bit of this wedge here. Obviously that's potentially could break to the upside or break down to that. I measured that out. It could basically take us back up to $45,000 if it actually pans out. But if we look on the 4-hour chart at the moment, just reset that, and we could basically see here that we're starting to get a little bit, if I move it like that way, we're starting to get an inverse head and shoulders, which could potentially sort of break us out of this channel, in theory, to $46,000. But obviously, we'll see what happens in the news, because we've got some obviously economic news coming out this week. But at the moment, we're creating this inverse head and shoulders, which is fairly, fairly bullish. So it's like, what are you going to do, Bitcoin? It's about time you made a move, because we could see here also on the fear and greed. Let's shift that out of the way. Fear and greed, it's 62. So yesterday was at 64, chopping around again, 62, 60. Ideally, to be honest with you, I would really, really wanted Bitcoin to basically just do a drop so we could get that fear in, get it out of the way, reset the stock RSIs, get that all reset, and just go for it, start making a move. But what is the next catalyst? What is the next catalyst going to come out? Well, we know we've got the Bitcoin halving coming up, and that could be a catalyst to get us moving. So are we getting, and again, the people are waiting for this drop. Is history going to repeat itself where we're actually just going to drop down, do the pre-halving dump? Obviously, history never has to repeat itself, but I think that's also another thing which a lot of people are anticipating to happen. And then on top of that, we've got the Grayscale. But we know the Grayscale's selling pressure at the moment is dropping down, slowing up a little bit, should I say. But we've also had, a little bit of news, a bit of fraud. Well, this shouldn't happen, to be honest with you. What happened with Solana the other day with the network outage happening, and I think the last time it happened was last February. But to be honest with you, it shouldn't happen. I think Ethereum did that like a number of years back. It did happen once, and that was it. I can't remember the dates on that one, but it did happen once. And basically, Cardano, I've never seen Cardano ever go down. It shouldn't happen. I understand when it's in a beta version, things happen that way. But when you're a multi-billion company, and giving out the Solana phones and all this, and you want to attract institutional investors into your ecosystem, and they seeing things like this happen, it doesn't really give institutions very good confidence, so they really need to get to that table and really iron this out, because it shouldn't happen, not at all. It doesn't give me very much confidence. I want something to work. And like I said, you see, like, you know, you can look at the Cronos, so you could say, I've never seen that go down. And put me right on that one. But also, Cardano, I've never seen that one go down. Put me right on that one. But, you know, it shouldn't happen. It just should not happen, because basically, it says here, an upwards of 2 million in long positions liquidated, because people couldn't sell. They can't buy it, they can't sell because the network's down. And it says here, Solana suffered a 5-hour long network outage. It's like 5 hours to sort that out, causing a blockchain to halt all block products from the period, while normalcy has been restored. Instant marked on the 11th outage within 2 years. Over 2 million in long position sold was liquidated, alongside 10 million in open interest wiped out in 24 hours. And like I said, this should not happen at all. It doesn't give me confidence in terms of it, but hopefully they will rectify it and get it sorted and never, ever, ever let this happen again. Because if it does happen again, it's really, really going to knock that chain, that network, ecosystem, whatever. It really is. It's not going to give people very much confidence. And it's probably put like, I don't know, it's probably going to put like institutional investors on hold in terms of investing in it. You know, it shouldn't happen, and that's it. I'm not going to get into any more of it, because at the end of the day, you know, this has been covered a lot yesterday by a lot of other people and other organisations. So that's my personal feeling. It shouldn't happen again. I do hold Solana. I don't hold a massive bag. I hold a little bit, but for now, I'm not DCAing anymore. I'm just putting everything on hold at the moment. At the point, I'm putting my money into things like Cronos and Cardano. But we can get onto that. But on more of a positive note, we've got BlackRock here. Fidelity own a combine of 138.489 Bitcoin, worth 5.9 billion for the spot Bitcoin ETFs. And we did say they are going to commit. They're buying. They're not going to stop. Doesn't matter what FUD comes out or anything like that. They're just accumulating. And people are saying, well, you know, with this ETF, why aren't we pumping? Well, obviously, we've had Grayscale, which has been dumping, but hopefully that's slowing down. So hopefully this is going to help the price action a little bit more and get us out of this sideways action. It's just dead boring. But that's what the market does. It bores you out the market. It gets people to sell. But not Michael Saylor. You know, he's in January. Michael Saylor yesterday he acquired 850 Bitcoin for 37,000, 2 million, and now holds 190,000 Bitcoin. So he's done his talk on it, what they've been doing, and obviously he said before, you know, he's going to buy when he can. He's going to sell assets to buy more Bitcoin, and he's kept to his word. And you know, it's another one who's kept his words. It's Chris, the CEO of Crypto.com. You know, because there's been lots of issues regarding Crypto.com in terms of customer services, and obviously bear markets, people have been made redundant, and it's sort of lagged now in terms of customer service. Been a lot of complaints about it. But this individual on Twitter, Golden Pony Crypto, tweeted out, basically messaged Chris about it. And basically, Chris responded. He said here, we are scaling the size of the support team as fast as we can to bring it in line with the bull market level of activity. But it's unfortunately not something you can do instantaneously, because don't forget, it was in the bear market. He had to, obviously a lot of exchanges had to let a lot of people go. It is what it is. But my current estimated that backlog of customer service inquiries is going to be eliminated in March, with service levels restoring to what it was, i.e. response within minutes, quick resolution. It's top priority for our team, because we all know, because I've done the same thing. I've gone out there in terms of customer service, and yeah, it's taken a good day, 2 days, sometimes 3 days to get back to me. But hopefully they're getting on top of that, and it's good, because in the AMA, he didn't really go into any of this in the AMA, but actually he's come out now and actually said, look, we are sorting this out. We do understand, we do see the issue, and we're getting it resolved, but it takes time, and that's what they're doing. So in parallel, the many improvements we're making to the product and our back-end system, like adding multiple self-service tools for most common issues that help improve overall experience. You can direct anyone having CS issues to just DM me. you don't get many CEOs doing that. So good on him for doing that. AI Bert also putting this out here. I think that's a fair point all through. Glad to see Chris helping out with the CS is one aspect of the company that the Crypto.com needs to boost. And Chris is aware of that, I am sure. And as we know, he's got there and he's tweeted. And again, AI Bert says, thanks, Chris. That's good news. As I wrote in my other reply, the CS takes time to do things right and to scale with demand. But there will always be a lag when it spikes suddenly. Because obviously, more people getting into crypto, there's going to be issues and there's going to be more demand there for, customer service. So, but yeah, we're getting a lot of people. Got an answer in less than 30 minutes today for my request. Keep building. Way to go. More and more work needed. And the Arab understand Web3 is much needed. Hire more, better pay more. Well, I'm not going to say what he said there. Lots of positive comments on that one. And it's good to see. So basically, Cronos at the moment, it's basically, let's put it on all. We're just sitting around just above 8 cents. So we haven't had a real major boost in terms of price action. We've been chopping around this channel, just like Bitcoin, just chopping around. Really. We've fallen slightly under the channel, but we're trying to get back up there into the channel. So we're at the moment, we're sort of gradually just overbought. We're coming down a little bit, and hopefully we could get ourselves above that channel and get back up there and head up to that 10 pence mark. That's where we want to get to. We want to get back up to there where we were and break out. So obviously, because obviously we're looking at what dominance is doing, and dominance is just falling down to the 52.56 at the moment. So what we want is dominance to come back down, and also Bitcoin to just chop around a little bit. And that's good for the alts because we're slightly down on the alts at the moment. So let's get on to Cronos. So it's like, over this bear market, we're basically, all the IPRs have been dropping down, and people have been, the community have not been happy about it. Because obviously we always want more APR, because then also we also get more coins and Crow and such like, but like I said, we have seen it over the bear market, just like customer service, just drop down. But actually now, because it says on basically, this was back on January the 23rd, actually. So they put a vote in to increase the flow of APR on the Cronos POS. It's live. So basically, the Crow Fan delegated have 2 weeks to vote on adjusting the Cronos POS network parameter, aiming to increase staking ratio incentives. So basically, up that APR, and so people get more. And that's at the end of the day, people want more in that lot. They don't want less, they always want more. And I get it. That's the same as me. So basically, we had a vote the other day, and we've got 98.7, which says yes, a parameter change for Mint module, and basically to increase the APR. So that's really mega bullish. And unfortunately, we haven't seen that in the CRO price action. As I mentioned, we're sort of just below that channel, just chopping around. Hopefully we're going to pump up, but we did come up a little bit, and then we come back down, obviously following like Bitcoin, really, to be honest with you. And that. So we got that. And then basically, like I said, the verdict is at 98% voted yes to turn the reward tap, proceeding with the increase of Crow incentives. Bullish as anything. It's like I said, with this Cronos and Crypto.com, I am so bullish. I really do think we're going to really get a lot more people on the Crypto.com apps and Cronos. Lots of people are going to come flooding back, and that's how I say, and that's good for us. That's good for our incentives, getting more APR. Hopefully, it will also improve the CRO price at some point as well, but it takes time to filter through. So the Crow Farm decision is part of a broader effort to maintain balanced ecosystem, signaling a strong support for more fluid and reward networks. And that's what we all want to see. So again, all positive things for Crypto.com and the Cronos. If you're bearish now, I just don't know what to say, because people sort of moan about, there's always people who are FUD, or people always moan because they can't get what they want, or they've missed the boat on something, or they're trying to just generally FUD it because they've got nothing else to do in their lives. But unfortunately, for them, Cronos is actually doing pretty well. And, and do not forget, it's a chain that was only started in November of 2021. So it's really is a young chain. So there's a lot of growing to do. And I have every confidence that that is what they're going to be doing. And that goes on to something else that I really am passionate about as a gamer myself. I just love crypto gaming. I've seen so much, and this is a kind of catalyst that I really am getting into. And I've been into it for a couple of years now in crypto. But as a gamer since the Commodore 64 days, the Spectrum, the Ataris, that probably shows what my age is. But I've always been a gamer. I've always liked playing games. And now we've got crypto gaming. And I've noticed, a few years back, I didn't like them particularly. I didn't like the graphics. They weren't fun to play. They were boring. There wasn't much people on there. Because at the end of the day, I like playing multiplayer games. I like interacting with other people on there as a community sort of thing. And basically, over this past 6 months, I've seen so much building happening in the GameFi. I really have seen it really happening, and it's really exciting stuff. It's becoming, the graphics are getting better, the community's getting stronger, and the games are becoming more fun. And that is one of the main things for me. It's the quality of the game, the community, and is that game fun? I don't want to play a game which got really crap graphics, there's no community, and it's boring. You click on it, you download it, you play for about 30 minutes, you think, I'm going to play my other game, So, but it's getting there, and it really is. Because, like I said, shout out to Crypto Hub. Give them a follow on Twitter, because they give such great alpha on Twitter. Give them a follow. Give them, just follow them. They give you loads of great alpha out there in terms of great gaming and other crypto news. So give Crypto Hub a follow on Twitter. Or should say X, whatever, Twitter X, I still say Twitter. But but one of the projects that I really do like, and I've mentioned them a number of times now, is Vulcan Forge, because their ecosystem is growing. The Elysium, Vulcan Studios, Metascapes, the games are getting better and better and better. The community is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Go to the website, download it and check it out, because obviously, there's lots going on there. There's a lot of building on the Elysium. And do not forget also Vulcan Forge, Vulcan Con 4 is in London. I think at some point, June the 4th or something like that. Just check it on their website or go and check it out on Twitter. There is a date, I think it's the 4th of June, I can't remember right, but it's definitely in London. So it's worth just checking out there and get your tickets and get yourself down there. I might do it. I might go myself. I'm not too sure yet. I have to check out my diary or get permission off my wife. No, I'm joking. But it's check it out. See what you think. But do not forget Vulcan 4 is coming to London. So check it out. I might go there. Let me know in the description down below if you're tempted to go to Vulcan Forge, Vulcan 4 in London. So, but we can see on the price action here, from all-time high, we hit around about $43. Do I think we could get it there? I can't see why not. The ecosystem is getting better and better and better. It's got a strong CEO. The fundamentals are there. They've got everything they're building. When they went up to 40 or 43 something dollars, it was very small, the ecosystem. The games weren't brilliant, but now it's changing. It's getting there. The ecosystem is growing so strong, and they've been so bullish through this bear market that we've had. They just built, and it's one of my most favorite gaming projects out there. So check out Vulcan Forge, check out Vulcan Con 4. And just check out the website. Check it out. It's worth doing it. And I'm not shilling it, because basically, I like the project. And yes, I do hold PYR. But I just think it's a quality game. And another quality game is, I've done a video on this before, D-Race. It's one of those horse racing games, D-Jenny horse racing games. I found it really good fun. And, the price actually, it went to, about $8 in the last bull market. But the community is strong. It's a bit of fun. You can race your horses, NFT horses. You can gear them up, and it's been made fair, because we all know horse racing in general in the real world. is sort of really is manipulated. But with this, they've solved that problem on this, and everything is all fair. And you can have a horse NFTs. You can even have your own hippodrome. You can, yeah, it's so much fun to do. Check it out. Check out D-Race. It's a fun game to do. And yeah, and a disclosure again, I do hold the token. But, you know, we're looking at overall, the crypto market, you know, isn't doing too well. It's a bit of sideways action on the Bitcoin price, but Cronos, PYR, the whole gaming sector is really building themselves up, ready for this explosion. And it's in gaming, it's only going to take one game in the gaming to get released, and it's going to drive in like lots and lots of people, because we also know with gaming, it's like, how many gamers are there in the world? There's like 3.1 billion gamers in the world. It's absolutely crazy. And, you know, I should say 3.24 billion games. Yeah, 3.2 million. And looking ahead, forecast for 2023 was predicted number of gamers will reach at 2.8 billion and estimated 189.3 billion global gaming revenue. And imagine if just a fraction of these people come into gaming, it's going to explode in the crypto gaming metaverse. You know, it really is. Lots of things going on as well. So I hope you like this video. I've waffled on quite a bit on this one, but yeah, give us a like, give us a subscribe. It's always much appreciated, and give Crypto Hub a follow. That'll be absolutely fantastic. And I'll see you soon in the next video.